Hi, good morning. I'm sitting out by my pond that's still not working, which is okay. We're trying to find the leak. It's evading us. So anyhow, I was just sitting here this morning thinking about my day and organizing my thoughts before I head into sessions. And originally I had scheduled this art class. It was this really awesome girl that I've been in contact with here and there over the last year. And she offers like an angel drawing class, and that really appealed to me. And I was like, oh, that would be perfect for me to do, as like a mom break, and, to focus more on myself and self-development, which is stuff I enjoy doing. And the last few nights, bedtime routine has been different. My kids went back to reading to me at night, and this was something that they obviously took a break on in the summer. And I don't blame them. I don't force them. I let it come back around. I let them decide. And to be perfectly honest with you, I was having a hard time at night. I was having a hard time staying up past like 9. I would go in, I would say goodnight to them. This was kind of the source of fights for the last few weeks. And I know they were feeling like they wanted more from me for bedtime. And I was feeling guilty. I was feeling awful because I couldn't show up for them, and I was just exhausted. I would get to about 7 and I'd be forcing myself through. I'd be falling asleep on the couch. I was just exhausted. I was so tired. So we've finally gotten this rhythm, and I was sitting here thinking, I don't want to leave the kids tonight. We've established this routine. They are reading to me. I don't want to interrupt this pattern. We've moved from being anxious and not wanting to sleep tonight because they were fearful of waking up for school, and they were having anxious thoughts about, being at school, to now having a little bit of confidence. And my middle child especially has really changed. He's gone from this nervous tick, this cough, to now he'll read out loud to me for 15 and 20 minutes with no cough, no interruptions, and really doing well, reading above his grade level. And I thought, okay, this is good. I don't want to interrupt this. So I had to make this decision. I thought, okay, this is important. And I know that my needs are important. I know that my kids' needs are important. And to make that decision, us moms, we're oftentimes faced with this, and more often than not, we never choose ourselves. But intuitively, we kind of know, right? I knew that my kids needed me tonight more than I needed me tonight. And that's kind of a hard thing to say, because I'll always put my needs aside for everyone else. I'll always make sure that everyone else has what they need, whether it's from me or something that I orchestrate or something that I, am capable of facilitating. But in this case, I do believe I have made the right decision. Perhaps that'll come back around to bite me in the butt, in a few weeks, but I don't think so. I doubt it. I think if I, being honest with myself, if I really needed to go, if I really needed that break, I would have taken it. And maybe that'll look different in 3, 4, 5 months. I'm not sure. I don't know who I'll be then, but I know the me today will feel more at peace by staying tonight than going. But that presents, a really important place for us as moms to identify, is how do we know we're out of balance? How do we know that we've been pushing too far for too long, and that we actually really do need a break? See, for me, my husband and I have a vacation coming up. We have a vacation planned. We'll be away for 6 days without the kids. So there's that part of me that feels like, well, I know that I have that coming. I'm not saying that the art class isn't important, because it really is. I actually asked if they would have another one. But what is important right now is this routine and establishing safety. And where my anxious kids are concerned, they need those safeties right now more than I need this class. And that feels right. Like I'm kind of nodding along to myself going, yeah, that sounds right. It feels right. This is the right decision. I'm not going to get to tonight and regret not going to bed and continuing this routine with my kids. But I think I will sit in that class. And I don't know that I would be fully there. I don't know that I would be able to enjoy myself because I'd be mentally home. And that's what I did, was kind of think about both places. When I thought about where would I evoke the most guilt? Where would I feel the most guilty for being? And the answer was definitely at this art class, that I could kind of see myself, so to speak, sitting there and wishing that I were home and possibly leaving early and possibly not enjoying myself. And that's not the experience that I want. If I'm going to go, I want to be completely present. So that's how I arrived at this decision, this intuitive decision. And I feel 1,000% good about it. I know that there'll be another opportunity, there'll be another time, and I'll be confronted with this decision again. And I'll have to make this decision again, whether or not it's right for me to take the time for myself or to put my needs aside and show up for my kids. But we're kind of presented with that every day in different ways, right? We're presented with this. And the short answer is there is no answer. You have to know for you. And maybe a week ago, when I was really in the thick of it, maybe I would have chosen differently. But right here, right now, today, this is the right decision. And that comes to my point, is there's never a one-size-fits-all wrapper to these situations. And it's okay to take it case by case, so to speak, and moment by moment. It's okay to make these decisions in that day. It's okay to email that teacher today and go, you know what, I'm sorry, the person that I was 2 weeks ago when I booked this class isn't necessarily the person that I feel like I am today, with the information that I have, with feeling the way that I'm feeling. And it's okay. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to trust those intuitions. It's okay to know that my kids, need me more today than they did 2 weeks ago. And, perhaps 2 weeks ago we were fire and ice. It would have been better off that I wasn't home because we were driving each other crazy, right? There's always a million factors to decisions like this. So I just want to take the time. I wanted to jump on. If you're struggling with this, please know you're not alone. And it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to know that you aren't the same day to day. You're not the same minute to minute. And you can make these decisions. You can make these changes in your life. You can show up for your kids in different ways. And sometimes showing up for your kids means going to the art class. For me today, that wasn't the case. And this is a healthy decision. So let me know in the comments below, what are you struggling with? How do you find your intuition? How do you find your Momtuition? This is Momtuition. How do you find your balance? What does that look like for you? What are you struggling with this week? I'd love to hear from you. And that's it for now. Please subscribe if you feel compelled to share this video. That's great too. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram as Robin Lynn the Mommy Healer. And also please subscribe to YouTube. Hit that like button. Share these videos and find me on Patreon for more healing content. Thank you so much. I look forward to connecting with you. Have a good day.